I've got to ask, how did you go so dark for the second season? And I mean, that I actually legit cried.
Wow. Who wants to take that?
I can. This is Dan Harmon speaking. I think the darkness is funny. I think that it's the first part of a great joke. I mean, I'm always harping about this, but the first joke we ever hear when we're kids, the first time we laugh is the game of peekaboo, and it's because kids are programmed to experience terror when their mother goes away, and so in all cultures and all continents, the mother covers her face, which simulates for the kid this terror. Like it's death for a baby, for the mom to go away, and then she goes, yeah, but you're in on the joke. Like that's what makes it comedy. Comedy isn't just, it's not the opposite of tragedy. It's taking tragedy and saying, yeah, but life goes on. So when Rick, maybe the episode that made you cry is the Unity episode where Rick comes home and we watch him go into his garage and he's stark raving drunk and he almost kills himself, but only fails because he's so drunk he passes out and doesn't kill himself.
And then he makes a creature just to kill it, and it's like, oh god.
Yeah. I tried my best to make that creature feel like a euthanasia kill. I really went back and I kept giving notes on the animation. Really make that creature feel like it's in pain. And he's petting it, and it's like
a mercy kill.
Yeah, that was an experiment. He had frozen it, and like you've seen him do or Ricks do. They tend to freeze things, and he maybe was going to get to it later and cure it of whatever ailed it, but in this particular drunken state, he was like, all right, I'm never going to get to this. I'm just going to. But also, it served as a purpose to explain how the machine worked to the audience, so that when he doesn't die, they know what could have happened if he didn't pass out.
This nasally voice is Ryan Ridley.
Oh, that was Justin Roiland, what you just heard, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want to add that the thing is, the show didn't grow into being dark. I think that the show is always meant to be dark, and it's like, okay, now once we've got the first season, the baseline down, now we're like, oh, now we can go deeper and explore and peel back the layers that there was always that darkness underneath it. And to that point, I think season 3, more and more written away.
It doesn't become the levity.
Yeah, we didn't go, oh, we went too dark, we should really go back. It's like, nope, time down.
I liked it. It just was, wow, I was surprised by how touchy it was. I mean, you don't expect, I'm a burp, I'm going to drink more, and then, I'm talking about, the darkness of my soul.
Yeah, that's the irony. That's the
That's what you got to do when you're not as funny as 30 Rock. That's what I learned at Community, is just take that 20% that you're less funny than Tina Fey and fill it with hugs and tears.
At the end of season 2, we had First Tremendous Snails playing. Was it hard to get the rights to do it? And also, is Trent does he know, and is he a fan of the show?
Yeah, it was a long, bumpy road to get that license, and it was because of a huge miscommunication between Turner Music Clearance and then his team, Trent's team, and ultimately Mike McMahon, one of our writers, who is connected with all the Fox people, he knew a music guy there. He reached out. Long story short, I got connected with Trent's manager, hopped on the phone, and it was like the 11th hour. I mean, this was like, otherwise, I was already Plan Bing it. I was like moving forward with the Plan B song. The Chaos Girls were writing something, and it's like the Holy Grail would have been a Chaos cover of that song that's different than the.
We wanted to do Squanch for the lead. Yeah. Wherever it said her, we would do Squanch.
Yeah. Well, the original was going to be the Johnny Cash sort of, Johnny Cash sounded like doing that version, but like Squanched, because they're leaving Squanch World, so we're the conceit that there's some Squanch satellite radio signal that he's still getting, but like that proved to be pretty much
a bridge too far.
Very impossible. I remember bringing it up to Trent's manager, and he kind of was like very politely and nice, but sort of was like, no, that's not. Like, you got the song. Yeah. You got the song.
Don't sell past the clothes.
But like, to my knowledge, I don't know how aware. I think that his manager sort of informed him of the show and that it was good. Like, sort of vetted it for him. Like a script reader might do script, breakdowns. I don't know if Trent's ever seen it, but we were very happy to get that song because it was sort of, we built all the timing and the way it all plays out is sort of timed to that song. We got lucky.
Can you talk about the process of creating the alternative cable episodes and then how you do that?
Yeah, it's the weirdest in the production pipeline. It's half of it is a standard, typical production pipeline of a great script and then launch that, go to board, the whole thing. But then the other half is going into the booth with these guys behind the glass and then me just getting drunk. And then if I could bring Dan in, like the SNL sketch, like from the first one, or Ridley coming in for like the trunk people. There wasn't as much of that in the second one, but
it's basically a bunch of random people because we bring in extra writers like Abed Gates, real Abed, his brother Ryan Ridley, all these different creative people.
Who pitch like
and they just literally have their notebooks and they're just like pitch nonsense.
Yeah.
And then Justin goes, hits his brain, and then he just starts vomiting out whatever.
And the drunker I get, the more like with Octopus Man, that's an example of like Brian Weitzel going, okay, he's half man. He's half octopus. He was a scientist. He got bionet. I'm like, I got it. No more. All right, rolling. Okay, I'm Octopus Man. I'm half scientist. I literally just repeated what he said. And I'm laughing and I'm drunk and I'm just like, And then I start going like just rambling about the trouble mites, which is I don't know where the fuck that word came from, and I don't know. And then the fun of those is we get to cut the radio plays and launch them to the board artists who get to kind of put their own visual spin on it for the most part. There's only a few that I go in and kind of bracket out like, a general visual idea, but for the most part, they just get a radio play and they're allowed to just take it in whatever visual direction that they want to service the audio, which is really fun for them, I think. I don't know. It's definitely a different, it's the odd man out in terms of production pipeline. Like the default show has a much more like structured process in terms of script and record and all that.
I was just curious because I love them and they're just so random and
yeah, it's such a fun idea too. I'm so fascinated with that idea of just I would kill for an actual interdimensional cable box to have in my house. Because even when I just tune into like the Korean channel at like 4 a.m. and there's like a weird movie on and I can't understand any of it, I'm just so engaged by whatever the hell is going on.
Did that phone call stop your recording? You got a phone call.
Oh.
I'm very popular. Sorry.
Nice catch.
Well, it was an 800 number. I think it was just they were selling you software that doesn't stop recording when you get a phone call.
It was Trump campaigning.
So I had to learn to put mine in airplane mode when I go into therapy because I record all my therapy sessions. And
Do you really do that?
If I would get yeah.
I'm gonna start doing that.
I never asked her permission, but then I was going to couples therapy and Erin caught me. She said, "Are you recording these?" And the therapist, to my surprise, was like, "You can record him. He's paying for him."
Yeah, it'd be different if the therapist was caught. That'd be a whole.
I put it in airplane mode, but I'm currently fighting with my boyfriend, and I want to see what he's going to say next.
Dan, you talked recently about the community movie being inevitable. Would you see that getting crowdsourced, or do you have an idea or a script yet?
I don't have an idea or a script yet. I don't know. Crowdsource versus I kind of feel like there's a crime to crowdsourcing it. If Sony's going to participate in any profits, I think they should be the ones risking it financially. That's the aspect of crowdsourcing I don't like is, and it's always been the aspect of the internet that I don't like, the interactive movement where, Pepsi says, okay, you guys name our next soda. Like, I don't like that free labor aspect.
Did you see the McDonald's thing they just did? Okay, well, whatever. I like the idea of a passive audience becoming active, but I don't like it. I don't like it as a dodge for a corporation spending money if they stand a gate. So I wouldn't want. I mean, if Sony wants to put their rights to community up for sale, so that everyone that does crowdsource it gets a point in the back end. There's another website that does that. That's how it works. It's not Kickstarter.
That's the future of crowdsourcing, is everybody actually getting a financial stake in the movies that they finance, because that's what they should be. They're a studio now.
Yeah. Did you talk to the cast about involvement or no?
Really? I think they're refreshing, but I'm not sure. Thank you guys.